Welcome back to the State Farm Analyst Desk ahead of our match between the LEC and the LCL. And if it's anything like last game, it might be, well, incredibly one-sided. But I'm going to hope not, because the LCL has certainly cleaned our clocks more than once in past events before. But if like Foxdrop said, maybe you know us, maybe you don't. I'm Dracos, this is Vedius. We're here to cast what could loosely be described as League of Legends.
Oh, it's League of Legends, all right. It is the highest quality League of Legends. It is the one that we as fans will relate to the most.
I'm really sad, if you guys are wondering, because at the end of the Bwipo interview, Vedius gave me a very heartfelt request, or what should have been the Bwipo interview. He was like, convince Bwipo to play Nocturne mid. And it didn't happen. So maybe we get it, maybe we don't.
Can you hear me, Bwipo?
Nocturne mid. We'll have to find out. But that's enough about the LEC. We saw them earlier. To learn more about the players repping the LCL, here's another Mercedes icons of the league.
Over the wall, he needs to get another javelin toss. Ananasik is buying so much time! The pounce and the takedown manages to pick up the kill, finally drop.
Знаете, далеко не все в нашей жизни происходит закономерно. Иногда великие события являются чередой случайностей, которые красиво выстроились в правильном порядке. Кирилл Скворцов был подающим надежды молодым лесником, игравшим в Лиге претендентов. Однажды он поиграл в команде Elements Pro Gaming на Кубке России, но когда команда прошла в континентальную лигу, места в ней для него не оказалось. Он не унывал и продолжал набираться опыта, пока коллективу срочно не потребовалась замена. Именно этот удачный трамплин и оказался возможностью, которую Ананасик реализовал на все 100%. Ситуацию с ЕПГ в дебютном сезоне у него исправить не получилось, но уже после финала в Dragon Army он оказался в том самом звездном составе. Сперва в синей футболке Vegas Squadron, а затем уже в цветах Unicorns of Love, Ананасик с первой космической скоростью устремился к званию лучшего лесника региона, сметая на своем пути все преграды.
So I think that Ananasik is somebody who just improved so much. Not just like as a player, but also as a person. I think he can really become one of the best. And I think he already is so good in jungle. So yeah, I think that if we do that even better, then I think he will be one of the best junglers in the world.
Если даже англоязычные комментаторы после его дебюта на международной арене и дальнейшего успеха на чемпионате мира смогли выучить его необычный никнейм, то и вам стоит запомнить, что ваши линии никогда не находятся в полной безопасности, когда в игре есть Ананасик!
I love the flair at the end of that. Lions are never safe if Ananasik is in the game. It's twice as insulting because his name is Pineapple. You're dying to the pineapple. How menacing is that? But of course, the LCL's all-star charity choice this year is Advita Fund's effort to find bone marrow donors for cancer patients. So super cool, obviously, that this entire event is going to be going for a charity. Russia and the surrounding nations have a severe lack of bone marrow donor registries, so this fund helps connect cancer patients with donor matches, which could significantly improve cancer patients' survival rates. Big deal. Cancer, obviously, miserable experience.
It's nice that we can play games, and we can also do a very cool thing in the world, especially with what it has been a very difficult year.
Yeah, it was not the most positive year, but yeah, giving this to charity, giving these opportunities is always going to be a super cool thing. And frankly, I'm ready for more chaotic League of Legends on the more lighthearted side of the coin.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be.
I mean, it's just another day in the office for the Unicorns of Love squad. Like, we're very familiar with these players.
It's actually so true. Imagine getting 5 players from the same team voted in. Of course, some changes coming into next year, but now as we enter picks and bans, we'll see what's on the cards today. What these teams want to pull out.
This is Humanoid's chance for revenge. Wait, did the Unicorns actually get a chance to play Mad Lions? Because they were already knocked out by the TCL before they even got to play them, right?
Yeah.
Because like they were on the opposite side of the bracket. So like a lot of these teams never even got the opportunity to play against the LCL. But I heard in scrims the UOL squad at Worlds was actually quite the scary team. So I'm excited to see them play. We're going to see some cool stuff, I imagine.
They were scary on stage as well, and mostly I just want to see weird picks.
Riven ban? Really? Is this a Bwipo ban or is this a Riven ban? You know what I mean?
It's hard to know. I think that if the bans could be Gore Drinker and Ravenous Hydra, they would be, but at this point you have to settle for Riven. Maybe banning items is a feature we can add in Season 12.
Alright, so last game, LEC banned out LOL, right? It looks like that they're going to stick with their LOL bans, with the Leona already taken off the board. Udyr was, of course, the follow-up. Riven being taken off the board. I liked how Foxdrop didn't make any predictions, and I'm inclined to do the same thing. You know, just kind of talk about what's on the screen as it appears. And the Evelyn, a kind of expected ban in the current meta, you know, as we know. The Night Harvester, very prominent item on the Evelyn.
Sure.
Gives her a lot of fight time. And with the changes to Lich Bane as well, she is very lethal at 2 items.
Yeah, insane, and really good point. Anivia banned away as well, which could be an indicator of the Anivia changes that have come through recently, that they are strong. Initial item changes were pretty bad for her because she lost a lot of her favorite items, the previous Seraph's Embrace as well as the Rod of Ages, but maybe they are just spelling another word. We'll keep track. For now, we've got La.
La. What have we got? R, E, and F. Ref? Do they hate the ref? Maybe. We don't know.
It's possible. We don't know.
Could also be that they
Could be
just like
personal.
banning Whippo out.
Could also be something completely different in a language that we don't speak.
Also true. Hecarim going to be taken off the board. Seems like LEC going to shake up the bans, and that has to be targeted towards Ananasik. I will be honest, I'm not super familiar with Hecarim builds on the current patch. Guys, there are so many champions, and I've done a lot of effort into learning the names of all the champions. I do not know all of the builds yet, okay? How many champions do we have? 146?
Dude, I don't know. That's too many.
I don't know all of them yet. I know a decent number of them. Cho'Gath, we're going to learn some things today.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So I think you have a lot of options with Cho, actually.
Yeah, but you lost Spooky Ghost, so my favorite build is now gone. Of course, you can get Everfrost, but at that point, you're already so close. Like, who's going to let a Cho'Gath
You
get that
could do
close?
Ludens, maybe. You could.
Yeah, maybe it's just tank. I did play with the tank Cho'Gath earlier today, and he went with the chem tank.
Yeah, the Chem Tank. Yeah. That was
good.
the other one I was thinking of. Ooh, Shen.
Shen's hype.
The
It's-
scary thing is this is either a Whippo or a Hylissang champion. They're already flexing.
Yeah, and again, we don't know exactly what the strategy is going to be here from the LEC squad. If you missed the previous game, Selfmade and Humanoid swapped. Selfmade played Yone mid, and Humanoid played Talia jungle. Humanoid being the primary carry there in the early game.
Okay, we're looking at a Threshover right now. Looks like Hylissang wants to play something that he has fun on.
We just released it. Yes.
Oh, yes.
If you missed it, Selfmade
yes.
played Zed jungle on stream earlier
Wait,
today.
did he?
Yes.
I did miss it.
Yes.
Did he build cool things?
No, he built, I mean, it's lethality. He built
Wait, but like, surely
lethality item.
Prowler's Claw with Zed is good. Ult with the Zed into Prowler's Claw into combo?
No, I'm pretty sure Eclipse is better than that.
I mean, but think about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it.
I'm
It's
willing
like
to think about
double
it.
Zed ult.
The thing is, I can never say to you with confidence that's dumb as hell because, like, I don't know either. Like,
You had a line
I
prepared for
did.
this.
I literally, Boss played this champion so much in plans, and every time he played it, it did literally 0, and I started not flaming him, but flaming the pick on Twitter. I'm very upset about this.
But new
Wukong
items.
is
Maybe it's good now.
maybe with new items it's good.
I
just
have
feel
no
like
idea what he builds,
the
but
nerfs-
we'll learn.
And a Rel, my God. Okay, this is the
I
banger.
prepped for Rel. I know what this champion does.
That's right. Oh, that was a day learning what Rel did.
So, LCL are going for the full tank build.
Yeah, I respect it.
We don't know where anything is going. All of these champions can jungle.
To be fair, Rel's auto attacks, if you haven't learned what this champion does yet, totally reasonable, because I haven't really seen her win a game yet. Does steal
stats.
armor and magic
Isn't there a flat
resist.
value? Is
I
it
think it's 10%.
Oh, I thought it was just 10.
Not per auto, but it's like 10%, and then you can't steal from the same target.
Yeah, you can't. You can steal from multiple targets. So you could steal 10 from the Scion, then 10 from the Wukong, then 10 from the Cho.
I can't say that with 100%
No, I can.
confidence.
I can.
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah, you definitely can, because that's kind of her thing.
All right, so we got a Senna ban, we got a Talia ban, a little bit of respect paid towards Humanoid.
But let's talk more about Zed. So here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You kill someone. See, the thing is, the invisibility, not that helpful, right? Because think about it. Once you get that kill, you don't then need to
Your ult
self-delay.
already gets you out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it has to be either Eclipse or Prowler's
But
Claw.
you do love ability haste on Zed, and the mythic passive for Duskblade does give you ability haste.
That is
because you kind of aren't a
true.
champion without ult.
But if you're just killing immediately,
Sure.
you know what I mean? If you just do so much damage that even your autos just
Imagine
kill.
this, Scion charging a Q at you. You think you're out of options. He doesn't know. You Prowler's Claw
Prowler's
through
Claw,
him.
yeah.
If that is not the most anime finish, Prowler's Claw into Deathmark ult proc. Wait,
I like it.
I like this. I'm feeling it. Now, to be fair, speaking of Prowler's Claw, I did try Prowler's Claw Scion. The boss
How
told me
did that
not
go?
to. It went horribly. You're still very kiteable. You get an extra 2 autos in. Not wonderful.
Misfortune?
Hansama's been very tame today.
Yeah, I kind of expected it.
This is a little
Draven.
2019
Draven.
Hansama
Draven.
vibe to me,
Draven.
rather than
I will
2020
also
Hansama
accept the
vibe.
Kog'Maw. I do like Kog'Maw.
No.
Have you
what
played
are
Kog'Maw on this bat?
I haven't played Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw's a lot of fun. I played in an ARAM once. It was very funny. Very, very
Jhin,
funny.
I do like
Oh,
though.
that's so meta though.
Yeah,
Isn't
but-
that the whole thing?
But this is like, you gotta get while the getting's good, because this champion is gonna be nerfed into the ground before we get to see him on LEC
Do you think
stage.
he'll be nerfed, or do you think everything about his itemization will just
No,
be
it's the
nerfed?
Riot strategy. It will be nerfed to compensate for the items, then the items will be nerfed and he'll never get buffed again.
Right.
Yeah, that's the order of operations. You gotta remember, there are rules to be followed.
Wow, LCL is going for the full tank strat.
But this is good, because the AD carry that LEC
Who will
picked
Zed
is...
kill? They've literally built a comp that said, try it, Zed, I dare you.
Kraken Slayer Zed.
I don't know if it's good, but we'll
It's
see.
not good.
Okay, what other tank could they get? No, don't ruin my immersion. I'm thinking of the next, you know, like...
This is a banger, though.
I'm
If he
thinking
picks
of the
Aurelion
next boy
Sol.
band, you know, for the for the LEC. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got True Damage, we've got KDA, and now we've got whatever this is.
Cyberpunk.
How buggy will it be? Anyway. Final picks coming in here. Rest in peace. Twisted Fate could come out. None of these champions kill tanks. Of course, it doesn't matter if
Who's
you
that
snowball
jungler?
early.
Echo. Okay, that jungler is Echo.
Okay, reminder.
So they needed AP damage.
Yeah, Jungle Echo got buffed. Specifically, his passive now does, I think, 300% damage
Okay,
to monsters.
Let's have a look. So we have to now figure out who is playing where, because obviously, like, a lot of different people are playing different roles. Obviously, the LCL of No Man's looks like he's going mid, so we've got that confirmed. Hylissang looks like he is going to be playing Durell support. Humanoid jungle again. They're putting a lot of trust in this self-made mid. Bwipo
They're gonna swap.
support.
They're gonna swap. Rel is absolutely unplayable in solo lane. If they take, there's
Unless
very few
there's
things that I would call.
top jungle strat going on here. What if it's Bwipo Hilly top lane, Hansama 1v2?
Possible. Many things are possible here at All-Star 2020 in the Underdog Uprising. Rel going to a solo lane still is not one of them. Please don't
not.
pick her solo lane.
It's really
Half of her
not.
kit does not exist if you were by yourself.
It really doesn't.
It's like even worse than Taric by himself. Like
See, because
Taric
we
gets to
thought
do
that Kalista couldn't be played in a solo lane, and then we were wrong. Maybe we're wrong about Rel.
But the Shy's not here, folks. So you're gonna have to wait to
we
see
have
if Rel.
Bwipo.
He's like,
He's been beaten by the Shy, and that's comparable. No, but I think that I like that they're sticking to. I like that they're swapping more now. Actually, that it's a little bit more crazy. I was really personally hoping that we would get to see the Bwipo Hylissang lane. We haven't gotten to see it since Reckless, I believe.
Wait, but aren't you and Ender like bot lane connoisseurs?
We are bot lane connoisseurs.
So
yes.
surely Set Cho'Gath is something you've played before.
No.
What?
No, we
How
played.
would that be
It's
possible?
actually crazy. Believe it or not, this is not on the list of all of the things we've played.
that makes absolutely no sense. I'm a little disappointed.
It was on the list after Zoe Yasuo, but we had so much fun with Zoe Yasuo, we never played it again.
Oh, and there was also Volibear Nunu. Let's
Yeah.
not forget that phase.
All right, well, welcome to the Rift. We'll take a look at the level 1 here, as well as some of the early strategies coming out. But as noted by Vedius, good note, we've got the young Set Cho'Gath bottom lane, which...
Again, like, you're gonna give me more context here. I was kind of relying on the
Okay, so the thing about Set is that doesn't need anything to be OP. Right? He's just a really nutso champion. Yeah, his kit is
okay,
just
let's
so
think about
good.
the synergy. Let's think about the synergy. So Cho knocks up, then Set drags in, silence prevents you from flashing, which means that you can drag in.
Actually, what would be really truly nutso?
Okay.
What would be insane would be all of these guys on this team play setup for Sion. Sion builds full AD, and you use your 8 seconds of hard CC to keep them locked on one side of the map in one spot, so that the full AD Sion can max rank charge.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, Set ults the Rel into team. Cho'Gath, knock up. Wukong, knock up.
Wukan.
Then the Sion comes in, another knock up, and
Love
then
it.
Victor ultimate to finish them all off. Also, we have to see if he goes to the Imperial Mandate build. I don't know if you can still do it.
I don't think that they made any changes to Imperial.
No, so they did. They shifted the damage in Imperial Mandate around so that more of the damage is on the secondary proc. So it's still good in teamfight circumstances.
Okay,
it's just
so
significantly
maybe
worse.
The Victor probably won't do it now. I see. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's
Okay,
possible because I mean, both of these team comps, not both these team comps. LCL's team comp really does look like it wants to team fight. I'm trying not to call them the Unicorns of Love. 6 either current or former Unicorns of Love players on the stage right now, between Hylissang and the 5 boys representing the LCL. But Hylissang doing really well on the individual 1v1. Shen, a notoriously oppressive lane bully early on.
I think he's very good on the current patch as well.
Yeah.
But I am actually super curious as to what the Victor builds. Does he still go for the Ludens? Perhaps you... Because one of the great things about the Ludens now is the movement speed that you get when you actually proc it. And, like, it's so valuable to so many mid lanes. It's actually made, like, Orianna really, really strong right now. Oh, we actually have a bit of a trade here in the bot
Does
lane.
manage to make that work, but still only level 1 on set.
Oh, the
Starts
knock-up
Haymaker.
Joe.
It's good damage, but he's actually going to have to commit more than that to
Yeah,
find the
didn't want to
kill.
flash. Okay.
Yeah, because once you burn flash, you're a sitting duck in this lane, and they need to catch this
Wait, but here
wave.
comes the Wukong. Wukong flank. Han Sama doesn't know.
Should be good. Chat, he doesn't know. Oh, the flash from Han Sama!
Briefing!
The white flag, the Haymaker. You love to see it. Humanoid here just in time, though. Echo very mobile, and the setup here is actually pretty crazy, but of course, Wukong with the clone up does make it more difficult. No Man's getting a little frisky there. Phase Rush going to take him out to safety. Did have to burn his summoner, though. And I love it.
Okay, so what we saw in the bot lane was Han Sama saying, okay, I picked, oh, we're gonna get, oh, yes.
I love the scenic replays.
These
I
are
missed
the
you,
observers. Welcome back, observers. Of course, the
Bam.
flash in, gets the auto,
Oh,
doesn't
just-
kill, and then the tower basically
the
does
death
work.
animation is so perfect. I would be embarrassed, too.
Flash from Hilly,
Fla-
gets the tower aggro.
Ooh! I love it.
The grass
No, it's a
proc right
fast.
there.
He's a fast start. He didn't get it.
Oh, the stone from Rel.
That's going to be big. That's what I was talking about. But Humanoid does not have enough damage right now. Buff's ticking away. Red buff's definitely going to beat blue. Needs a little bit more time. Auto in. Anana sick. Death to the pineapple, baby.
And No Man's, he just dies in the top lane as well. So while he had action in the mid, there was more action in the top. That is going to be the first kill for Selfmade. This time it's like a bit of a role reversal. Selfmade runs it down game 1. Now he's getting fed. Humanoid has become the
It's a relay race of
It's like a relay race. You're quite right. So now it's like my games with Cadril, where he then decides to, you know, not stop playing League of Legends. Anyway, let's have a look back at this immaculate. Oh yeah, this is exactly my kind of League of Legends. Miss your abilities.
W flash auto.
W in flash auto. That
E flash.
That is skill.
That's technical
what I
game.
call skill. That's
Zed passive. Contempt for the weak.
and
right
it's so
now.
satisfying too, because it makes like a different animation when you land that auto.
Yeah,
it's like
true. It's
you know what I
beefy.
mean? Yeah, it's beefy. That
It's
is
a
the
beefy
word.
auto. That's a meaty auto. That's a feel-good moment.
How do you feel now, Victor? Yeah, you considered yourself a counter to Zed. Not today. Not today.
I mean, he's only got a tier right now. That's going to be a struggle
Yeah,
scaling
he's
up.
real sad. That's for sure, Dracos.
And the good news is, there's kind of a mixed bag here in terms of news with the Victor changes. The good news is he doesn't immediately have to go for a Victor upgrade.
Gadget's left. He's
Yeah,
ready for it.
Gadget's done.
He's like, I just
To be
can't.
fair, this lane does not look fun.
How am I supposed to play this?
I mean, you have to wait.
I was told AD carries were weak.
But the thing is that sucks for him is that he doesn't have Hex Flash or Phase
Oh, they're
Rush.
diving, though.
Which is normally what you want.
Look at this. The prio in mid, the rotate down to bot. They're looking for the collapse.
Let's see, they have to be careful about it, but that's the setup. That's all too easy. Selfmade taking down Boss. Gadget simply next on the list, but the Haymaker,
Wait.
good damage. The follow-up, Humanoid now in trouble.
Oh, he's
Backing
not
off.
gonna die. The heal comes through, now the stun.
But both the knockback, Santa's buys a little bit of time. They have to respect the Scion passive here. They need to give him a little bit more space to work, but Gadget's fully committing. He wants
That's
that one
the stun.
kill back. Santa's now stepping forward.
So I'm getting very excited every time I notice a rel ability because it's like, I know that one.
I read that. I know what that does.
It's like the Captain America being like, I understand that reference. That's me right now. And I was like, oh, I saw the heal too from her Q. Guys, when you're bound to a champion, you use your Q. The percentage of the damage gets healed to the target that you're bound to. But none of that matters because Wukong's in the lane. Go,
Ooh,
Dracos.
Gadget going in. Good damage
Shit.
coming out, but Humanoid, obviously massive stun there. Going to be able to finish the job with Hylissang now coming in. Ooh, global pressure. You love to see it. Mr. Pineapple revealed as well. Going to try to smite, I think, just to kill the creep there, because it's not going to heal him, and he will drop in the end. 6-3 now in favor of the LEC, 1.6K.
You can take Fnatic players out of Fnatic, but you can't take Fnatic strategies out of Hylissang and Bwipo. Ulting to bot lane with the Shen whenever it's available. Hilly, he's gotta be bot lane, bro. He has to be there.
Ring the Hilly.
Ring the... Ulti from Zed in the mid.
Going forward, Deathmark's now procced. Excellent follow-up, though, but can't really
Missed all
follow
his
through.
abilities.
Whipple
Will
only
it
level 4.
matter?
He's just going to get chunked out here. Oh!
Too slow.
Flash, the auto, the shield. No man's. Oh. He is
Get a camera
so
on Dracos right now. Get a
good.
camera on
He
Dracos
is
right
so
now.
good at basic math. Anyone else would have died there.
You didn't see this, but because we are not standing as we typically do, rather than getting animated in person, we are just getting closer to the
Oh,
screen.
curtain call. Yeah, there's no movement for that
Nice
one.
shot. Oh, but Selfmade
Selfmade.
wastes his W. Gives a free kill over to Mr. Pineapple. Anana sick in the jungle. He's getting pretty fed on the Wukong with 2 kills now.
LEC giveth and LEC taketh away.
They have a kill advantage, but the gold is still very even. I'm having a lot of fun camping well, I will be honest. Guys, she is so slow when she's not riding her horse. Like, it is actually unbelievable. She's, oh, fight in the mid.
It's going to be one knockup. Where's the second one going to go? Has he already burned the second charge? That's the second. Whippo. Only level 4 still. Red buff ticking. He has no damage. Really, again, not a champion by himself. Double kill. That is 4 kills.
Look at
for
Nomance. He's
Anonasic.
so confused. He doesn't know what's happening right now.
Oh, and neither does Santos run for the hills.
Oh, he knows what's happening. This is Shen top lane. Phage now, very different. It gives healing Dracos.
It's true.
It doesn't give you that movement speed. But Hansam in the 1v2, running away from the tanks. He's kind of laughing at them, if we're being honest.
Cleansing.
Oh, don't
They
get
don't
in
have
range.
spells.
Oh, there's
the
the
suplex
ult.
back. But the immediate flash out.
That was
Fourth
a good
shot,
flash.
waiting. Taking his time. Haymaker does connect. Only 243 damage there. But not bad, given that that champion only has a single longsword. Okay, Betty, so important things. Tiamat for the Wukong, very big. Jungle clear is going to be that much faster. Other than that, one thing that sucks about playing Echo Jungle now is that because you can't get Runic Echoes, which like made your clear ludicrously fast, your first item, while it'll feel way better for dueling, will feel, in my opinion, or at least from my experience, much worse when it comes to actual clear speed.
Dracos, pop quiz.
The setup, here it comes. Hansama, the sidestep,
He's
but
dead.
the shutdown
Super
is there.
dead. TP's coming through now
Humanoid
next.
looking for the somebody, can't get clear close enough. The rest of the team is everywhere.
Ooh.
Hiloseg now going in. They blocked a few with the Spirit's Refuge. He's now on the retreat, but there's too many beefy boys body blocking him from making their way out. Humanoid flash through. Showing some decent mechanics here. Gadget buying a bit more time. Pulls him in.
The outplay coming in from LCL, where they literally just stood together
Betty.
and just punched the LEC in
No,
the
that-
face repeatedly.
That face breaker, the set E, was insane because he caught him on the second half of phase dive. He does that a
didn't.
10th of a second earlier.
Oh my
doesn't
words.
work. 10th of a second later, he's dead. Flawless timing.
I mean, this is why Gadget made it to World Group stages and, you know, Humanoid didn't. Beautiful execution from the LCL. They're going to secure themselves the first Drake of the game. 2K gold advantage. Self-made, looking for a kill. Oh,
buttons.
he messed that
Shen?
up royally, but maybe the Ignite can save him. He's going to get stuck. He's going to give another kill over to Ananasek.
God.
Self-made, back to the jungle.
No man's and embarrassing people in international competitions. Just flash back to that Cassidon game where he like perfectly calculated his
I
damage.
remember it. 7-1-2.
All right, and remember,
We had...
if you haven't seen a Victor, you need stacks now to get your ability upgrades, and you get them from takedowns, which is kills or hitting someone near
All
a
right,
kill.
Dracos, pop quiz! Name the item that Jin has built first.
Oh, it's Noon Quiver.
It's Noon Quiver. Name the item that Ananasik has bought.
Divine Sunderer.
Oh, he's got 2 for 2. Final question for all the marbles. Name the item that Echo has at the beginning of his inventory.
Hextech Alternator.
3 for 3! Now we've got to find the bot
This is
lane.
what I do. You have opinions, I just know item names. But Boss, he just takes lives. Whippo now gonna be in trouble there, but there's the Zed going in. Boss is definitely going down. Doesn't even need the death mark to proc. Whippo now flashes, trying to make his way out. Haymaker over
well
the wall.
played.
That's strong right there.
Gadget, that's 2!
Double. He's got the Stride Breaker
Make it
as
3,
well.
Gadget.
The longer this fight goes, the better it is for Gadget. A lot of pseudo
Oh,
sustain.
the sit-ups! He's doing sit-ups on it!
You can't do that. That's just too disrespectful.
I respect it so much. Yes, Gadget!
This is
That's
TFT.
what we want
If you
to
play
see.
TFT, this is TFT set right now. He's just sitting it out. He's doing his sit-ups. He's coming back in. 1, 2.
I love to see it.
Stride Breaker as well.
Okay, this is it. This is your 3rd kill, Gadget. Good job.
Conqueror
Oh!
was
Is that another
anticipating the taunt.
disrespect
Was
move?
anticipating the taunt.
It
but
was a
just doesn't
disrespect
matter.
move. I think you're right. I think he was anticipating the taunt, and he's just going to get the beat down. LEC are getting smashed right now by the LCL. The full tank comp coming into its like full-on spike right now.
What? How does this? He's 6-1-3.
Okay, let's watch back in the replay. So the dive in.
Stridebreaker.
Here's the stun coming through from. Oh, but that was such a good interrupt from Gadget to deny the knockup from Bwipo. Then he gets the kill onto Hansama with the double tanks. Yes, Selfmade joins the fray to assist, but Gadget's been untouched. He uses his. Oh, hang on, Hansama, you are in no man's land right now. And by no man's land, I mean Boss is going to take the kill. Oh, I almost had such a clever pun there.
All right, here we go. Horse is charging. Galloping in, wants to finish the kill here from Bwipo. Now charging forward is now a girl and not an armored horse. Wants to get it done, but man, Set is so absurdly tanky. The health regen is just enough. What? No, this isn't even Gore Drinker. This is just Set passive regen, Conqueror, and a Triumph proc.
Oh, here comes a Nanase.
He can't finish the job. He got stunned on the way out. This is absurd. You can't. Nobody scraps like the LCL.
Guys, you're getting a preview of the new Beefy Boys hit single, Beat Down. It's a hit, you know? The LEC, they're getting floored with how good this is.
I think we got distracted at some point. I can't say when. Literally could have been any moment. And Hylissang went from winning top very handedly to not having an epic item, and Set is now 7-1-5.
Yeah, I mean, well, so first Ananasik was kind of that bridge, you know? He was just single-handedly killing everyone on the LEC.
Yeah,
and then they thought that, you know, we've got to try and attack bot lane, and that was their mistake. Like, did they not watch the PowerPoint presentation? Like, look at this. Gadget is an AD carry player, but he wants to do damage, so he did not pick an AD carry champion, Dracos.
This is out of control.
This is the future. Here we go, Selfmade versus, it's not a 1v1 though, Selfmade. It's not a 1v1.
It's definitely not. Easy kill pickup, and the LEC looking a little lost. That's a 10K gold lead.
That is a 10K gold lead.
Hansama is living in hell.
Get the stun, there it is.
Humanoid buys a bit more space. Rel now moving in, but she just really does not do damage. She needs someone else to get the job done there in terms of damage output.
Trying to run.
They're just too beefy, Betius. They can't.
But here comes the Chen ult.
A little bit of follow-up there. Good taunt now coming in to interrupt the knock-up there. Humanoid now on the way forward, slowly but surely chipping this one down. Sion now under the health threshold. Gonna get extra bonus damage there from the Echo passive. Will finish him off, and both these champions should be able to walk away. No crazy movement speed items for Santos, so won't be able to chase there.
Yeah, wow, that fight, I was able to write my autobiography in it because of how long it took the LEC to kill 3 of the tanks on the side of the LCL. Just like, look at it. Look at the exquisite play here from Gadget, though, diving in. Of course, they do get stunned up here. I like the use of the Rel stun and the knockup, but the champion just doesn't provide damage. She is a frontline, and they are just ignoring her right now as Boss and Santos just run down the damage dealers. Of course, when the Shen ult comes through, this is really where things start to turn in the favor of the LEC, but they're losing a tower in the bot lane as well. And now, look, he's in a 1 versus 2, and Nanasik doesn't care.
One knockup at the damage! Selfmade running for the hills, manages to make it over the wall to flash forward, and Nanasik takes him down, and again, Bwipo left all on his lonesome.
Divine Sunderer, man. It looks good. It looks clean. Hylissang taking a lot of damage. Are we going to see a Hilly Classic? I think we might.
Was it. Not nearly enough to keep him alive. There's Humanoid is now on the chase. Does get locked up by the gravity field, though. Boss also on the way in, and No Man's does so much damage. Fourth shot is here for Hansama, but I don't know where Hansama bought that gun, but it's looking a little Nerf brand more than, you know, an actual practical weapon for combat.
Oh, here comes the collapse from Gadget. He's behind them, but at least he want to start the fight.
There's just too much CC. No one can follow up off her Bwipo. Everyone is there, but No Man's just one-shots him and ignores the Rel.
They just ignore the Rel. That's all they got to do. Hansama doesn't have a support right now. You're trying to get back on your steed, but you're immediately dismounted. Mounted. This is a great proto belt on the Cho'Gath, by the way. That was the item of choice.
Imagine you're like at home, you've lost a few Rel games, and you're like, dude, I know Rel is OP. Don't worry, we'll watch how the pros play. Like, I know it's OP. Like, we might not be able to do it in gold, but like in this ELO, she'll be broken, and then you watch this fight.
Okay, let's watch Rel here. So dives in, gets the initial knockup. I think this is fine. But okay, I'm not gonna blame the Rel. I'm gonna blame the people behind Rel, because she did everything right. She did the setup, she did the knockup, she used a little magnet field thing to draw everyone in, but then there was just no damage.
Hold that thought. Wukong in there, that's gonna be 1. Lao racing for 2. Second proc gonna come out here in a second. Bwipo's dead. This is murderous.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think this works out for Selfmade the way that he wants this to work out. Stridebreaker gonna get dodged here. Gadget's literally just gonna punch him.
Literally just, like, punched you.
If this is possible in the world of Runeterra, why does anyone buy equipment? This is just a dude with fists. He's just He's just punching people. I mean, to be fair, Victor also looking very strong. Future lasers, good investment, clearly.
Gadget's just like, yeah.
Yep, that's cool. Oh, you want to stun me? I'm going to push W as this comes in. No, sidestep.
Oh, Shenalt? Yeah, no, whatever. Cool, that's fine. I'm just going to stand here menacingly. Totally
Stride
don't care.
breaker.
There's a stride breaker dashing in.
No, he's dead now. He's definitely dead
I don't
now.
think he is.
doesn't have-
I misquoted.
He
yes.
missed. He doesn't have W. That's-
I thought that he would W and just be like, haha.
yeah,
I'm
W is
sad.
gone. W is
yeah,
gone.
no. LEC, the thing is, do they outscale? I
No.
can't answer that. Honestly, I
No,
can't.
the answer is no.
Are
Jin is
you-
building
how certain
lethality, and everyone on the enemy team is a tank. Except for Set, who is
You
both
know,
a tank and a
I am
dealer.
inclined to agree with you, Daniel. I am inclined to
We
agree.
also have a Proto Belt show, which seems not very useful.
Yes.
More useful than this Rel, though, because as we've learned, this champion falls a little flat against Giga-fed tanks.
It's not even, I just think that what we're seeing is that this champion can be ignored enough. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing, like, when has anyone ever said, ah, yes, I can ignore that Nautilus or that Leona?
that's exactly it.
Like,
yeah.
never. They one-shot you. Why? Nobody knows, but they do, and we all know it. But Rel, on the other hand, is like, she's an honest tank support, you know? There's nothing BS about her, but in a world of BS tank supports, that's just not enough.
No. But hey, we'll see how she evolves. Of course, early days, she's only just been released. Humanoid now. I don't think he's been released, though. He will not be escaping.
He has been caged.
Yeah.
They are putting Humanoid in the cage. Humanoid has
Back
been
in the
caged.
box you go.
Full channel knockup. That's the chain CC that we were talking about. Hylissang has not gotten to click a button in the last 30 seconds. We'll get a few autos off there, but we'll still drop. And the thing is...
So I just started playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
And they're very much about the honor of the samurai.
Sure,
right?
sure.
And they will look you in the eye when they fight you.
Yes.
Okay? That is the LCL's approach here. And they are not like the shinobi that use cowardly tactics. They just run at you. Look! They
Running at you.
run straight through the front gates. This is what they would call honor.
That was honorable.
Yeah, and this is a fantastic representation. I am just
Flash forward, pull back, stride breaker, waiting as long as possible on that W, then immediately trying to find the suplex back out. But we're kind of in the throw zone right now.
no.
Not like significantly, it doesn't really matter, but you know, a couple thousand gold shutdowns.
No. This is what we call primetime TV. This is, you know, a peak. This is like 11 p.m., you know? Like, you know, it's not too late, but it's late enough. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, sure, I'll watch for another 30 minutes before I go to bed. This is where that real primetime entertainment is. And this is exactly what we're talking about, you know? Like, again, very honorable. You know, they take the duel wherever, right?
Sure.
So they're happy to just go to the enemy's base and just say, I will fight you, right? Nanasik gives away his life, tanking the tower to allow Santos to get that additional kill onto Rel. And like, this is just a beautiful display of high-quality League of Legends from the LCL.
Absolutely incredibly high quality. Shame that the sun didn't
Gadget,
land
1
there.
versus 2. Let's see what he
He
can
just
do.
wants the 1v1 though. He just wants the honorable
Does he have his
duel.
ult? He doesn't. But he doesn't need it.
Double punch. Good amount of healing just coming in naturally here. There's
3v1. Okay,
Well,
now
okay.
it's about even. That's
oh,
what
the
I think.
sidestep, the pullback. This man's footwork
4v1?
is flawless.
Bring it on.
But here comes the bullets.
Okay, maybe 4v1 was a little unfair, but that's fine. The cavalry has arrived, but it's not Rel.
No man's cancels the
Or
Q
is
auto.
it?
Rest of the team now on the way in. Santa's trying to get some work done. He's going to turn zombie sign. If they get a stun down, this is going to be big.
we
Now
go.
he's punching his way through. Look at that damage. Look at that dash, though, more importantly. The wall, Sion's natural enemy.
Yeah, No Man's has quite a lot of damage.
Permanently out of mana, but with always just enough to kill you.
Yeah, yes, correct. Level 14 on the Victor.
No Man's making everywhere he goes No Man's land. I got it in. Good job, Betty. High five.
Damn, no, I'll high five you. That's terrible, but this is the place for it. They were.
So Stride Breaker, let's try and educate the viewers, Dracos. Let's educate
Yes.
the viewers. Let's look at some builds that we can take at home for our own solo queue games, okay?
So when you're looking to play set bottom,
yes, Stride Breaker, Blade of the Ruin King. Of course, no longer has an active.
True.
Now just a passive. Still does 10%. I believe it's current health.
is it current health now? 'Cause it was.
Is it max health or is
Look,
it?
let's focus on what we know. After 3 autos, you get a little bit of extra effects. No Man's continues to have 0 mana, which in Season 11 still means you can't cast spells. Crazy, but they kept that feature in. No Man's will be sent back to the fountain. But as mentioning, Starbreaker, cool item, has kind of the Phage passive / old Black Cleaver passive baked in. His humanoid is now getting suplexed back, but not quite enough damage to finish the job. As meanwhile, we see a Wukong absolutely going bananas, or should I say pineapple, in the back line. That was terrible. I apologize personally. Trevor has booed me from off stage. Whippo will go down. And
That's a Quadra.
I take it back. Wukong might have been terrible at Worlds, but here at All-Stars, Wukong appears to be nutso.
The true spin-to-win champion.
True.
Oh, and oh man, new Black Cleaver on him actually must be so good.
Yeah, you like instantly proc it and then it just obliterates you.
Obliterates. It really does obliterate.
Yeah, so if you're coming in and you're like, wow, Season 11, what's it all about? It's entirely new items. If these pictures look weird to you, I can't explain them all. Some of those items you know, some of them you don't. You're just gonna have to
play the
read.
game, okay? You're gonna have to play the game. A lot more items do things now, especially AD carry items. They've given one of the AD carry items a dash because like AD carries like we don't have enough mobility. They still complain, man. Like they just can't be happy.
Never.
Never happy. And now you're getting to see some of the itemization change to bruises. Perhaps the LCL squad have decided bruises are the way for the future. And you know, I was thinking to myself, we might not even see AD carries at the beginning of next year. You know, we might see like a return of the Mage's bot lane. Maybe
possible.
we see bruises, you know?
But I think the thing is like what would naturally keep that in check is the fact that Vayne is a champion and Kraken Slayer is an item, just that in this draft, they decided, 3 tanks, not enough to pick Vayne, and then when they're like, there's no way they'll pick a 4th tank, and they say as they lock in Jhin and the 4th tank appears. Yeah.
You know, that's a great point. Jhin really sucks in the tanks, doesn't he?
There's no items in this season that change that, folks. It's
the collector kind of helps, but you have to get him to 5% HP, which, as we can see, is not going that well.
Very difficult. But they will be able to kill Nomads. That is a start. Self-made, yes, still getting burned down though. And even as Victor dies, he does still put that ult out. Suplex down. Blippo continues to not have a damage output, and Hylissang is gonna get Dunkarood. Ace, that could be the game.
Unicorns of Love.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think so.
Because again, we talked about it on the desk with Trevor. The precedent has been set. BM is the precedent.
Oh yeah. If you're not spamming emotes, you're not doing it correctly.
You gotta dive a fountain.
Wait, no, they're farming minions. Flash in, gets the E, gadget chase with the stride breaker 2, drops the control ward, does the crunches.
Does the crunches.
Important.
That's right.
Fitness is important in today's day and age.
It's true.
How many crunches can you do in a single setting?
I have no idea.
Oh. That's a nice knocker. Oh, there's the dive coming through. Guys, you have to die or the minions are going to end the game. But it looks like the Santos wants to try and end it. Gadget trying to escape. Oh, the Zed does interrupt the knocker.
Is it going to be enough? Can Santos get the 1v1 onto the Zed? No, it looks like Whippo's here to take away the honorable 1v1.
Ooh. But Selfmade did something. I mean, he does have 8 kills to be fair, so he's been doing a lot of things.
He's limited. He's limited by the 16-3 Wukong and the 12-4.
That is true.
I mean, it's no one's fault in particular. You know, we're not. It was a team effort. To feed this much.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you know, when you have a comp that has a professional jungler and a professional mid laner, swapping them against a team that literally qualified for the group stages of World perhaps was not the smartest strategy.
But would you have said that to G2?
Yes. I've seen Jankos play jungle. I do not
No, but I'm just saying they kind of did the same thing. So I would just say that there's a track record to believe that random role swaps for seemingly no reason would be successful for Europe.
Yeah, oh, I get it now. I see. Yeah, no, that does make sense.
All right, Gadget, massive punch there, does some good damage. Will now be pulling back.
Massive enough, perhaps.
No, man's not trying to run for the hills. He'll get a big shield here if he can get another Q off, but does not have enough time. Anonisic, though, going to look for the quick 1-2Z as Whippo. Not quite enough space there to hit that blast cone, and now Selfmade has to run for the hills. A second knockup comes in.
Who's winning?
The LCL.
Oh, LCL, yes, now it makes sense. Here comes the Penta. This is it, Anonisic. You were denied that Pentakill. Dracos, you don't get to cast many Pentakills, so this is your moment.
Boss, they're fishing. Humanoid running for his life. Anonisic has been training for this. Every single moment of his life has led up to this moment. Will they have the fountain? Can it be secured? They need to do it before anyone responds. Will they see it? 4 isn't a big enough number. He needs 5. He needs it. Pentakill. That's what you like to see, folks. Woo! And that, folks, is an Underdog upset presented by Spotify. skill on top.
Beautiful stuff from the LCL. Quadra-kill into pentakill. Ananasik and Gadget really were the highlights of that game for me.
Okay, well, the LCL just successfully pulled through, and our underdog upset presented by Spotify, of course, $10,000 going to Advita's fund effort to find bone marrow donors for cancer patients. Not only was it an incredible game to watch, it's for an incredible cause as well. So cool to see Wukong out of control.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've gotten a brief glimpse into what will be next year, Dracos.
I was really hoping no hands champions would be good, because then maybe I could.
I mean, I saw a lot of no hands champions.
Set baby.
Oh, I thought we were talking about self-made. Whoops, my bad.
Well, when it came to who stepped up and representing their region, Oppo player of the game goes to none other than Ananasik, the pineapple himself. Incredible performance from him.
I mean, he deserved it. He had a fantastic game.
Yeah, Divine Thunder Wukong, definitely something that I hadn't seen yet, but definitely something I'm looking to try, and you should try as well at home. When we return, quick shot, we'll hear from No Man's ahead of the Red Bull 1v1 tournament. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to All-Star 2020, the first Underdog upset. We've come off of that incredible game where the LCL were successfully able to upset the LEC. Now, this was presented by Spotify, and I want to take a look at that winning moment. Venice, you talked about the quadra kill into the pentakill to then close out the game.
Dramatic music.
The tonky tonks.
Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, everything kind of came together. We're going to get that replay up in just a second, but it was just, I think what I see is the future. Quick shot. I'm looking into the lights and I can just see it, you know?
Okay.
Like,
what do you see?
I see a world without 80 carries. One where we just have beefy boys in the bot lane.
Foxtrot predicted it. If you're
And
an
it's
AD carry,
just-
just don't,
It's
right?
just don't, you know? Like, but it's just like, it's, okay, admittedly, we could talk a little bit about the draft from the LEC. We could, but...
Why do you always go to draft? Foxtrot,
I am
what
a
do you
professional analyst.
What do you
Quick
think
shots.
of the Jin pick? Because I thought it sucked.
This was the draft-related question. Quick shots. But yes, Foxtrot, tell us about the draft-related question.
No, we'll leave the draft behind and instead we'll talk about the picks. So I think that Jin, was, I mean, when there's a lot of tanks, it's a little bit tricky. That is Analytic's first attempt at his pentakill. Not many times do you get 2 attempts at a penta in one game. Fortunately, the second time around, he was able to land it, and I loved the dramatic, suspenseful music.
Now,
It's my forte.
this time around, Venius's prediction of the LCL and the TCL, being superior to LEC chemistry. So 50% accuracy. But one could say,
100%
with
accurate.
5 tanks in the draft, Foxtrot, that this was expected. This is what I thought was going to happen in game 1.
Yeah.
There were 4 tanks plus Victor. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Victor's
okay.
not a tank.
Yeah, okay, touche.
He does have a shield, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
True,
saying.
that is true.
But no, I mean, yeah, I think the LCL is, their representatives of an All-Stars are all Unicorn of Love players. Every single one of them, right? This is a 5-man stack, which is like, we're not picking and choosing from different teams. It's all the same team. So they got the synergy going
And
down. They got
technically
everything.
speaking, there were at one time like 6 UOL representatives, if you take into account Helisang's
Yeah.
history with the Org.
Again, I just think that what we learned some valuable lessons. in this
It
game.
absolutely was.
Well, the first valuable lesson, Rel, still question marks.
Okay.
We still don't know how good she is.
so slow, man.
What we learned, number 2, Set. He likes punching in the face.
What I loved was that we managed to get that RAL sorted. Now, I do believe the interview
Has
is
been fixed.
ready. So I'm going to head over and see if we can have a brief chat with Nomans. Obviously picking up that win in the Underdog upset. Nomans, congratulations on the win. What a game.
Yeah, thank you.
What did you think about how the European representatives handled themselves? It felt to me like their champion picks into yours were not good enough. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think we totally outdraft them.
I completely agree. It seemed to be an easy win. Is 5 tanks the future? Is this what we can expect in 2021?
I think you need like hyper carry, right? Still ADC or like strong control mage, and then maybe it's good.
No, man, tell me a little bit about All-Star, how the game has been, how the team was approaching the event. We're having a lot of fun on broadcast. How's it been for you and the rest of the players?
I mean, honestly, 4 out of 5 players didn't play League for last month, but yeah, game was still fun.
How can you say that? How can you didn't play for the last month and you just pop off and smash 3 members of Fnatic? I mean, you made it look easy.
I think it's just draft difference. Yeah, really big draft difference. Probably unplayable for LEC squad.
Absolutely. Now, what is it like for the fans? Obviously, so many members of UOL sitting here. We were joking, saying that even Hilly is a former UOL member. What's the support been like back in the CIS for you and the rest of the team?
I mean, it's great. Thank you for support, of course. And it felt a bit sad because it was last game with Gadget. But at least we win, and it was like good experience. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations on the win. For the last game with Gadget, you and he absolutely puffed off. Well done to the LCL. We're going to head back over to my analysts and talk a little bit more about one of the dramatic plays that actually is going to feature Gadget. So perfectly set up segue there. We are going to be talking a little bit about the Cisco Every Second Counts replay. It was a last second save from the LCL team. They stepped up to save Gadget. So pull this replay up on your screen. And Foxtrot, talk me through exactly how Gadget gets away with his life.
Oh man, I mean, for starters, how does he get away with his life? Look at this, he's on 0 health, he's been ignited. It looks like he's gonna go down, but he's got so many shields, all that healing from his passive as well. Every second counts, his team coming in at the pristine moment to save his hide. He walks away with his life. That is honestly, if I'm set, I'm definitely buying my team some dinner after that. Maybe just a Mackie, so nothing.
You're sitting there nodding your head away.
I mean, like, he summed it up perfectly. I think that what we saw there was Set just punching people in the face, regenerating health, eating his protein bars, and getting his crunches in. That was like a good workout. That was a good workout.
What did Draco say during the play? That was the TFT Set, sitting doing his setups before he jumps in. Anyways, after the break, the Red Bull 1v1 tournament gets underway. We'll see you there. These games are